And you mentioned that you're an avid reader. Have any books in particular inspired you?
Oh yes, although my mother wouldn't like this. Lord of the Rings, she was never crazy about that one. Aelbreth, Gilthoniel, Celebrin, Penamiriel, Omenelaglar, Elenap. Yes, he knows Elvish. Yes, I had some free time when I was 13 and I decided to waste it.
I'm sure it wasn't wasted.
Oh, well, learning Elvish, it's like learning Klingon, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to carry out a conversation with many people.
No, that's for sure.
But I like books of history. Of course, Barbara Tuchman is one of my favorite authors. Stilwell in the American Experience in China. One of my favorites is A Distant Mirror, which is a story of the 14th century. And the reason I love her so much is she writes around a protagonist. I mean, I'm a student in history. I have my master's in history from Concordia. But I'm really attracted to stuff that, you know, that you can root for somebody. You know, even if he, you know, might have a shady side, you know, you want that, and because that's human. And I also like Jean-Dominique Crosson. His writings on the history of Christianity are very interesting. To me, spirituality is a very important thing, but I also see that religion is completely different. And so I'm very interested in how people try and approach their spirituality, but how this approach, when it's entwined in history, becomes something completely different.
Very interesting. So true. I know your middle name is Orion. So how did that come about? Where does it come from?
That's from Mimi, my mom. My mom called me Orion, named me after the Greek demigod. I actually was called Orion, or Orion, until I was 8 years old. I still don't know how it's pronounced. My mother calls me Orion. I loved the name up until that point in time, because then children can be cruel. And being called Edwin the Oreo cookie with the cream filling, it was tragic.
Must have been tough growing up with.
But nowadays I have a little thicker skin, and besides, the name is beautiful and original. So I'm being more and more attracted to it as I grow older. So now people are going to be more confused than I am in knowing what to call me.
Well, I'll call you Edwin if you don't mind.
That's fine.
Now we've talked about your inspirations, but why music? Why is music important to you?
Well, love is important to me. I love people. I love bringing them together. My reason to be is to bring people together. And just music is the best way to do that. But you can't fake music. So even though music is not the raison d'etre, you put your whole heart and soul into it, because anything less is not giving the people that you want to bring together an honest reason to be around you. So I want to make the best music possible because I love that kind of community, I love to be able to share the joy of life, to share the sorrow in life, and just to share life.
And one last thing. Do you ever write or perform pop music?
I still do occasionally. I even play with Edwin and the Bedouins occasionally. Usually after I've had some kind of seizure and I've forgotten the past. But no, truthfully, I really enjoy when I do get together with the musicians of Edwin and the Bedouins, because now I'm playing with some of the best musicians in Canada, and I'm proud to work with them when it's time. On the other hand, most of the pop stuff I do at my concerts is in the encore, and probably the piece that I feature most often is one that my beautiful wife wrote, called Smile Baby Smile. Now my wife, Princess Boo Boo, as I call her, or Nechama as she is known by the world at large, is just a fantastic nurse, but she's also the most wonderful human being. And she really taught me about love and the joy of the simple pleasures of life. And her song, Smile Baby Smile, which I put music to, is really about her philosophy of caring. And I think that really sums up the reason I make music and the reason that we're all here.
And what is your ultimate dream?
My ultimate dream? I'm really living it right now. Truthfully. I play my music. People appreciate that. I'm in a job that I go to every day, and I work very hard at it, but it's a wonderful job. I'm living my ultimate dream. With my beautiful Mimi. I have my father in spirit with me. My beautiful wife is in Israel right now, and I miss her very much, but you know, she's right next to me too. And I have wonderful friends.
You have everything you want.
Absolutely. Now buy my records and make me a millionaire.